And we're back, and it's time to crack this case, and some heads along the way. So, last time, finishing up Chapter 4, had a little throwdown with the Jersey Devil, got some more leads on where to find the Crooked Man, got the mirror repaired, and now we are in a little conference with the Crooked Man and all his lackeys. So, let the cry of the wolf be heard.
I mean, your eyes
and
teeth.
Looking it up, yeah,
really
looking up videos or looking up thumbnails where it seems like, yeah, this episode only takes an hour. It's pretty short, so I think we're just going to take this in one shot rather than break it up. So this is all episode 5, one go. Got everything set? Yeah, okay, my mic is on. Gotta remember where this all started.
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just
Sorry,
don't
adjusting
know
in my
what
chair.
Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, basically just recapping everything. All our prior relationships, how we got here.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no
Owie.
joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand
Sorry.
trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Ah. Okay, not even doing any gameplay until we get the opening credits sequence. We're just diving into, yeah, episode 5, wrapping this up. Just let it play out. So, it's building up. Again, coming back to this, I've been trying to dance around it. It's just like, I remember certain things, but then there's like the small stuff, the in-between connecting parts that's like, oh yeah, this is cool, this is fun. Or this is interesting, and kind of like building off the mystery again. This is what makes me excited for Wolf Among Us 2. Like, again, this was probably one of the better, yeah, hold on. Sorry, we'll get into it. This is probably one of the best Telltale games they ever put out, and it was so early on, too.
You must be tired.
Sorry, adjusting in my chair, reaching for my water I put too far away from me.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
The thing I'm worried about is we got a lot of people here.
Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat?
I just
Lydia
want to be
makes a very
served
nice,
justice.
It's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's like, oh really? Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff,
Sorry.
for the sake of transparency, why don't you
I didn't see what brand you had.
It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed
I would
those
say you
women.
destroy this town. It's like,
What?
oh no, I had.
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence. A witness, perhaps.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like
It's
that.
fine.
All I said was
Dude,
that this
chill.
was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women, I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally.
If it was going to be, why isn't it done yet?
And to assure you that it's over with. You really don't.
And just because he
yourself
pulled out a cigarette.
I already know who did it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen. But who do you think committed these crimes? I hope you don't still...
Bloody Mary? No, it was Georgie.
It was Georgie, all right.
They were his girls, and yeah.
Well done, Sheriff. I'm sorry I doubted you. However, like I said, I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look,
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
No one's sticking up for you,
So what do
dickhead.
you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms?
Yeah, I want all of your heads.
Consider it a gift, ensuring
I'm taking both of you.
continued cooperation.
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck?
Why
if
do
I'm the
you
one-
care?
Who the shit do you think you fuckers
surrender.
are?
the
fuck out of
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
I suppose he was the guy
I'll
screaming,
roll
"Don't
over
laugh
a
at
lot
me."
of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
That's a cool, way to get her in.
Did I miss anything good?
No, now that you're here, it's
Well,
about to get a
look
lot
at
better.
You all fixed up.
Okay. Big guys, bigger threat, I think.
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Shoot.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but
Damn
I'm
it, he
glad
got
to
away.
see your insides turn
I
out.
don't... Oh, damn.
Oh god. This way.
Stay down. Okay. For some reason, I it's like, god damn it, they're both gone.
Shit.
I know.
Yeah, why do you, of all people, care? You know his cruelty firsthand, unless there's something else going on. You guys must not realize I'm a dog and I'm gonna chase that car. would love it if he's just like, God damn it. Oh. I think we're making a pretty big scene here. Okay, I was gonna say, we gotta go a direction. I have no idea where to go. Snow's gonna be real pissed about this. Come on, flawless. What if we jumped on the wrong car? Oh, that's right. Crookman's in that one. Fair enough.
Take him off!
I can't.
All right. Yeah, it turns out that was a dead end.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
I saw that bar disappeared, so there are no more quick time events.
Come on.
Fuck it.
We totally lost him. He knows there's no other place we could go. Perfect piece, or perfect replacement clothes. I could have dinged it up better.
Holy shit.
I got him real good. There was no close sign, so I let myself in.
Can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie?
It happened because you guys broke the law.
Shit. Hello, Bigby.
Yo.
I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want.
I need both of you. I told you this already.
Idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him.
Yeah, why are you
He's
protecting him?
dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
You would have been next if he went on long enough.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, The big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again.
And
Cause it's not my fault.
You're
still
the one who
you're still the
pulled
one who did it.
trigger.
You could have came to
Nobody
anyone
held
else.
your hand
Yeah.
and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell
Well,
me,
then.
if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The
Oh.
girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it.
Yep,
She used
okay.
a little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All right.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not
Yeah, those were
innocent here
your
either.
ribbons.
Wait.
Yeah, I've been
those were
alluding
your
to it.
ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee.
You don't have
That's how it
to
started anyway.
put a spell on everyone to
This was
make
supposed
that.
to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
only her
don't
options are
want to
shit.
do that.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this
Fair.
is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in
Yeah.
the first place.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Narissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no!
All right.
Fuck.
Well, that just sorted itself out.
No.
Yeah, I've
Why'd
been.
you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian.
I'm just gonna keep quiet. But spell's broken. Not to be heartless about it. It's just like Jesus Christ.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Christ.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right?
All right.
Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
I don't know.
What I did.
No.
What? You're just gonna leave me here? Fuck you! Piece of shit.
No one needs to know. Because, yeah, killing him would be too much mercy. Christ, that's actually a good scene. Yeah, sorry, finishing him off would make it too easy for him. He's still involved with all of this. Yeah, he was puppeteered by the Crooked Man, you know. But, again, if it was his idea, or him and Vivian's idea to use the ribbon, which, yeah, I've been alluding to that. It's like, yeah, that girl with that one story, I forget what it's even called, but yeah, girl with the green ribbon or something. And yeah, it's just like, hey, where she meets a guy when they're young, and it's just sort of like, hey, what's with that ribbon? It's just like, nope, leave it alone, I can't take it off. And then as she's like dying her deathbed, it's like, you can take off the ribbon now, and then her head comes off. That's a hell of a, you know, reveal.
He's here, all right. Of course.
Alrighty. So we took down, yeah, so Porgy, you know, it's his girls. He's the one closest to them. He was the one in charge of that whole thing. Yeah, even if it's an order by the Crooked Man, it makes sense that he was the killer all along.
So this is where they've been sending these.
But yeah, now we gotta deal with the, you know, the Crooked Man, the mastermind behind it all. I want to reach for a drink, but I'm waiting for a quick time event to pop up.
Bigby Wolf.
Aye?
The big bad wolf.
The wheel.
You used to be something.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, us with Snow, still us. Us with Faith and Nerissa. Yeah, Snow with Holly. That must have been... Yeah. And then... Yeah, Faith, Nerissa, and it must have been Lily back, you know, in her glamoured form.
They used to fear you.
And a wheel. Because if you know the story of the Crooked Man, that's the hobbling wheel. His whole body was wrapped around. Because that was like just yeah, that's actually referenced a lot. That's from like Berserk, its enemies in Dark Souls and such. It's a twisted thing to just mangle a body around a spinning wheel. Right, metal refinery. This is where they're crafting.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this
Please.
worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you will persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
She beat me to it, because I was gonna say, it's like... Okay, she struck
This is
first.
just sad.
So I was gonna say, yeah, like, his mom was a wolf, but his, like, dad, if I remember from reading bios, was actually, like, the wind from the north itself. Seems like that's the last place we saw her, but I suppose we're picking our arena. Sorry. No, we can actually move. Okay. Let's keep on going. Okay, that one I was a little slow on, but that popped up real fast.
Come out and face me.
Oh, here we go. Now she's actually getting serious. It's like a sharp Wendigo from Until Dawn. It's gonna be horrible if, like, you know, in a chokehold and glass is jabbing you. Not dead yet. Just hurty. What did the doctor say about not going this hard anymore? I'll take on every one of you. Alright, werewolf stage 3, I don't know. Oh, actually, I forgot. I forgot about this. Yeah, I forgot about that, but yeah, we literally do have a stage 3. This isn't even my final form. Gonna munch on every single one of you until to find the real one. Okay, this might take a bit longer than I thought. Oh. Gotcha. Ooh, got her before we took a big hit. Alright, yeah, that's cool. Just going full kaiju on her. Grandmaster Librarian. Unlocked all Book of Fable entries in episode 5. Okay, I don't know what I did differently, but something happened differently. There is so much glass in my mouth. Oh, cool. That look at his face like, oh god.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
I'm still on the high.
Hold 6. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
I do plan on capturing him alive.
But I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial.
Yeah.
Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
No, but you orchestrated everything that
All I'm
led to
asking
their
for is a
deaths.
chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And your
I
business
will,
has led to deaths.
As long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm
Such
the
a
sheriff.
comic
I have
book
to do
line.
what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation
Maybe.
to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's
My eyes are already glowing yellow.
So,
I'm bright
shall we
enough.
get going?
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey!
No.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Yeah. Sorry, Jesus.
I know.
The Witching Well
but
Chamber,
we
the
have to
Woodland
do
Building.
something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to.
Hey, she's gone back to white.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are
I
you
did what you
okay?
asked.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Sorry.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse.
Got a big scar across her
You
head now.
did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised.
Hey.
Not that you did well, but that, you know.
Yeah, you didn't gut
You
him.
made it back in one piece.
She does still
About time
care.
You showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss
You gave the
White.
order.
Georgie may have killed them, but you
Sorry.
made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well,
Yeah.
where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see,
I can.
the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need-
doesn't
Georgie was
change
such a
anything.
sweet guy. He
We'll
wouldn't
deal
do
with
such
it
a
later,
thing.
But right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't.
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Fine, let's let
Fine.
him.
Go right ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself.
Okay.
But only.
If you insist.
I was trying to be coy and go like,
You
all
are
right, fine,
charged
speak
with
your
the
piece,
murder
man.
Of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything
I don't want to
you would
interrupt her,
like to
but
say?
also, yeah, where's Crane and all this too?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
You know, it's the finagling of, you know, if you hire an assassin to kill someone, you're still the one who sent that, you know, the assassin's the one who killed them, but you're the one who hired the assassin, so you're also culpable. You know?
Just give it
Sorry.
up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens.
That
These
comprise the
charges,
government.
if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're
Sorry,
ever
just
going
everyone-
to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We're going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Trying to be good people to even the worst people.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
He
was
just
a
walks
tough
closer and closer
scoundrel,
towards the door,
lacking in any
and no
sort
one
of
stops him.
moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for once.
Always been a
You
bit
covered
of a
it up.
powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so long?
What cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You
mean,
weren't
it
being
wasn't-
helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
But not him.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
You know, a lot of semantics and technicalities. You know, technically he's right, but...
Protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
They didn't want to
Right,
protect you,
don't
they were
do
after...
it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Like
Let me
Georgie.
explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Well,
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that.
God, hold on. And we're back. I had to take a call, which led into conversations, which led into remodeling and other stuff, and hanging out with some family for a little bit. So we're back. Had to restart from the start of the trial. So we're just unhooking Crooked Man. We're going to continue from there, just for the sake of convenience. The only thing I've done differently is I let Snow
You have the floor.
finish her spiel,
Thank
saying,
you,
you know,
Miss
don't
White.
interrupt her and let her
You've all met
finish.
Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of
So
person
continuing
he
on.
was.
See if I can do
He
anything
was
to
a total
dissuade.
scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his
But he said as
business.
much.
And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for once.
That's not what Georgie said, yeah. That makes more sense than
Seemed
saying
pretty
covered up,
convinced
because
he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people
I feel like
tried to
this was a
kill
mistake.
me.
Okay.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
Yeah,
You'd
that's...
do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Crowd is considering Kirkman.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up
grab
dead.
something.
Let me
I'm
explain
bumping
this to you. My employees are just that. Hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and
It's
you
not
kept
my
them
fault
in
she was
debt
in
so
such
they
a
couldn't
desperate
leave.
position that she
Yeah,
went to me,
That's
the
what you
loan
did to
shark.
us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless,
This is where we were, yeah.
sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
And then hold that over their heads.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
I mean, that was
Crane was the
Crane.
one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because
Cheap
I
glamours
helped her,
that...
she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new
What?
deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor.
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow. She had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
That was
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You
Well-
hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
Well, God.
We've made some mistakes.
I should have said,
some
yeah, that.
But
I was
believe
leaning
me,
towards that,
I
but
truly
yeah,
want
we got
what's
called
best
out.
for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to
We'll do
always have
better.
your best interests at heart.
hey, I didn't rip off Gren's arm. I didn't kill anybody.
But we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall
I don't want to say he
exactly
never
his way,
cared, because he does in his
someone
own
would die.
twisted way.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
Hey!
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is
Yeah.
over. And those girls will have their justice.
Yeah! I feel like this is a unanimous jury.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard.
Nobody heard.
Now, I'm no barrister, But I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe.
Because the only other person is Vivian, and she's dead too.
This doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Because again, technically not, but it was also his order.
Shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
I didn't
He was
torture him.
beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe.
No, wait, that was...
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Yeah, she wasn't
can't be
involved. He
serious.
thought she was dead, and Bluebeard did
Snow
that.
had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Oh,
That's
damn.
enough.
So,
By the way,
you
where
won't
is
answer
Crane?
for your employees' behavior,
Oh, I suppose he's
but
in
I
Paris.
must perish for
This is
mine.
completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
And a certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Right.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
That sounded
don't
so...
remember
Okay.
me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
She wanted you all
Vivian
freed.
wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
Okay.
And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you
I mean, that
did.
confirms it.
And this just
We got a,
confirms it.
a
He made
second
Georgie do
opinion.
It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
We got more hearsay, but technically...
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
Like you.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
All right, fine. You know, we're a democracy
Should
here.
have a vote.
So let's
Make it
exercise it.
democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Let's give it a
He's
shot.
right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about
mean-
him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Ugh.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
I really wanted to...
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Yeah, I
Okay,
suppose we did get our
Mr.
vote.
Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Rip his head off.
Do what
Lock him up, rip his head off right then and there, or throw him down the witching well. And really, it's only Beauty and, Greenleaf and Beauty that want him locked up. Because on one hand, you know, there is something to be said for restorative justice. Because, you know, and I've said this before, and I do feel this, it's never too late to be a good person. You can change, you know, but whoever you've wronged, you are not owed forgiveness from them, even if you do. But if you're really serious about changing, you know, not getting their forgiveness shouldn't stop you, you know? So, you know, maybe he can change his ways. Maybe, you know, there are a lot of technicalities on all this. At the same time,
what you think is right.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
well, now I'm definitely throwing you in. Later.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep. Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
Now he's goading me, so now I want to change my mind. Because that's the thing. He's manipulated a lot of people. He's done a lot of bad. Again, I say this sort of stuff. This is also a hyper-exaggerated scenario. So... he's goading me now. I kind of do want to lock him up now. You know what?
End it already.
Let's give it a shot.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you just put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Can you do you know,
All right.
a Lord Ozai spirit bending on him and remove his fable ship or something? Yeah, he called me out. Because, yeah, me and my friends definitely, you know, unanimously threw him down the witching well in our playthrough. But in this case, yeah, he called me out, so I wanted to prove him wrong. I've not killed anybody. I've not, you know, gone overboard when it comes to, you know, my police brutality.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
So are they going
This
or...
fucking line.
Oh, she was that, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Probably overwhelmed with all the new responsibilities, being officially in charge now. Bluebeard?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
We really gotta get him a glamour. Greenleaf, can you hook us up, please? Gillibick Roadhouse, that's very funny. Webb and Muffet, that's great too. God, I probably missed so many puns. Aw, are they leaving? Damn, we tried.
I'm going. Jesus.
Suppose we didn't have enough money.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Hey, carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no
I
hesitation.
couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Aw.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice.
I gotta look up what the farm actually is. I have no idea. I legitimately think is like...
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you
I was gonna
wouldn't know,
say,
would
is
you?
it just like literally a place just like, okay, you can't integrate with
Well
society,
said.
so here's like the outback where you can't be
Bye,
messed
Mr.
with?
Wolf.
Or is it literally just like, yeah, you're gonna go on a big farm where
Bigby.
there's big places to run around
Where's
and they're
your
gonna be
friend,
killed there?
Colin? Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He must have run off. Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like Colin got special treatment. I wonder if there's a way we could have stopped that. Oh, hey, you. Sorry, I should look up what the farm is, just for reference. I have literally no idea.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, you.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Let's not push her.
Listen,
It's been on her for a long
came here
time. Let's
because
just not, you know,
I have
make
to tell
executive
you
decisions
something.
here.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Right.
The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Did you sell them out?
How they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie
Yeah.
didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that.
Ugh.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Okay. Trying to comfort
I
her.
don't know what
Because,
happened,
yeah, I
but
see.
That night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait. So Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I
All right,
know
so
he
technically we got a
ordered their
false
deaths.
testimony.
I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah.
She's
I
wearing
cut
jeans
my
right now.
leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just...
Right, because why
pointed
would
you
the
in the
Crooked
right
Man or
direction.
Georgie
People
show
like us get
evidence if they could have
forgotten
just
all
hidden
the
it?
time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way.
Metaphor.
We just fade. Like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know
Yeah, we're
you
doing our
feel that
best.
way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other. And look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
I want to make it work, but
Things are always different.
things are complicated.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked
I mean, I
Man,
hope I've done
it was
some
you.
good.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Yeah, now that's the thing. Okay, because now it implies Nerissa has been Faith the whole time. They swap places, or maybe, you know, it gets complicated. Like, I'm still not entirely sure what everything means there, because yeah, you know, it's also a possibility, did Nerissa or the real Faith sorry, did Nerissa or, you know, did Faith fake her death, throw her friends under the bus so she could get away and get the Crooked Man caught? You know, what was the whole thing with this? But let's go our choices. What did Georgie do? 45.7 left Georgie to die. Makes sense. 67 brought the Crooked Man back alive. Yeah. Chose to imprison the Crooked Man. Yeah, most people did kill him. Did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? Who didn't do that? What dick? What were your last words to? I hope I've done some good here. 1 and 3. Okay. Beauty, you lied to him about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. Special stats. You promised her you wouldn't tell Beast that you saw her outside the apartment. You impressed her with your detective skills. Hey, you fought him after the interrogation. Whoops. Butcher, you offered to protect him from the business office. You helped him avoid the farm. You gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You took him back to the witching well. You imprisoned him. Faith, deceased? Question mark. You gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. You left him to die. You offered her a job. You pretended to be a woodsman while she was passed out. You brought her along with you to the trip trap. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. You chose to wait for him. TJ, you accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. If only... I wonder if we had more money from certain things, if we could have maybe paid for him. I don't know. Or if it was just non-negotiable. It's like, nope, you broke the rule too many times. You're gone. And maybe if we didn't get Toad's hopes up, maybe that would have helped. Continue the story. Pick up a graphic novel today. Yeah. But okay, yeah. So all in all, that was The Wolf Among Us. How was it? I still think it's probably one of the better Telltale games, you know, they ever produced, honestly. It's, what was my ranking? Between Walking Dead Season 1, Tales from the Borderlands, Walking Dead Season 2, this, Wolf Among Us, and then Batman Enemy Within is where I'm at right now. And there's still a bunch I have not played, but after that, you know, because Batman Season 1 is just okay. I never got around to Guardians of the Galaxy, but I've not really heard good things about that. Game of Thrones is just kind of blech. I haven't finished that, but God, it's so dull. And, well, I also know that there's the new Tales from the Borderlands that I just never got around to. But, you know, it just kind of showed up out of nowhere, and then I saw nobody talking about it after it did, so I don't know how it landed if it did, but, you know. And Walking Dead Season 3 is fine, from what I remember, and I've never played Walking Dead Season 4. Walking Dead Season 1 is one of my all-time favorite games. Like, I played that relatively recently. I played, like a couple years ago, just, like, for some reason, I just had the urge, and it still holds up in a lot of ways. Season 2, I haven't played in even a long time since I played it the one time with my friend, but I gotta play the Telltale Walking Dead games on this channel. Because Season 3 was good, but yeah, it was when Telltale was starting to fall off, and me and my friend said, yeah, when Season 4 comes out and is fully playable, we're gonna play that and finish it together. And then that's when Telltale went defunct, and, you know, it was up in the air. Season 4 was even gonna come out. It did eventually, but we just never got around to doing it, and it's just really not gonna happen. But anyways, that's another thing. But I gotta replay the Walking Dead games. It's due. It's due. Because I gotta see how 4 ends. I've managed to keep myself... I'm not too worried about spoilers on pretty much anything these days. But I do not know any spoilers about Season 4. And I gotta get to that before it's too late. But anyways. But as far as Walking Dead Season... or Wolf Among Us Season 1. Actually, let's jump over to Current Save Life of Good for Nothing. Let's go, yeah, this is the 2016 playthrough I did with my friends. Let's look at everything from there. Because player choices, and we'll go over, did you give Faith money? Okay, we did. Did you tell Beast the truth about Beauty? We just let the door slam in his face. Where did you decide to go first? Yeah, we went with Toad as well. Prince Lawrence did not make it. And we suspected the Tweedles, just because, yeah, they're acting really weird, and they're, you know, they're suspicious because they were at the, you know, the dead husband's place, but yeah, doesn't really add up. Meanwhile, in my playthrough here, you know, partially because I knew it wasn't them, but also it's like, yeah, the details aren't adding up. Sorry. When we went to the wire, yeah, we also went after Tweedle. We were trying to sympathize with Crane. We also did not torture, Tweedle. I'm honestly surprised we didn't. Yeah, we also listened to Snow. We didn't hit Georgie. That's surprising. I swear we kicked his ass. Or at least we didn't hit Georgie. I'm sure we smashed a bunch of his stuff. Yeah, we didn't lay into Beast. We let him up. We did not interrupt Snow's eulogy. Okay, we went to Crane's first. Yeah, I remember we interacted with Bluebeard a lot more in our playthrough. Because there was this one scene with Bluebeard where it's just... I don't remember. I think it was like different decisions that led up to that point, but it's like Bluebeard looking for Crane, and so it's just sort of like, what was it? I think it was Snow White, where it's just sort of like, we can't have him just go after Crane, he'll just kill him. And then Bluebeard just like, ha! And just let out a single ha. And the thing is, it's Dave Fenoy, so it was just like, it seems so out of place. Like he was laughing at the idea that he was gonna kill Crane, and that's what he was into. But yeah, that was just weird. But yeah, we went to Crane's, we went to Lily's. I remember specifically we went to Holly's. But yeah, we went to Crane's. Did you make a deal with Jack? We didn't even really interact with Jack, so I don't know how we could have made a deal with him unless he was at Crane's apartment. I don't remember. We offered Flycatcher a job. Did you burn Greenleaf's tree? We did not. I don't think we even hired her. We just let her go. And yeah, we decided to kill Tweedle. It's like, hey, Beast is out. Let's unleash it. Yeah, and so we just like went with the flow. We also ripped off Gren's arm. So, you know, we did a lot of damage to everybody else. Did you send Cullen to the farm? We did not. Did you attempt to remove Nerissa's ribbon? We did not. You know, no consent, hands off. Which crooked operation did you escape first? We went to the Lucky Pond first, which, interesting. Yeah, so just flip side. Did you send Toad to the farm? We tried not to send him to the farm. Did you respond to the Crooked Man? We lit a cigarette because awesome. What did you do to Georgie? We killed him. Yeah, we decided to end his life sooner because why not? We brought him back in alive. We threw him down the witching well. We got the gift for Snow. And yeah, we hope we done some good here. Let's look at special stats. You fought him after the interrogation. Yeah. Give him a drink. You helped him avoid the farm. Crooked Man took him back to the witching well, tossed him into the witching well. We killed Dumb. We gave Faith money. You ripped his arm off at the Trip Trap. Gren. You pretended to be Woodsman. Yeah. You made a deal with him. I don't remember what our deal with Jack was, what that even involved. You gave her a cigarette during her final conversation. I don't know why, we just did. You brought her along with the Trip Trap. You chose to wait for him. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You stood up for him when the Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Did we? Okay. Maybe I had more money. You know what? We probably stole Tweedle's money, and that probably is what tipped it over the edge. Maybe. I'd have to look. You gave him money, so I don't know. It worked out somehow, I think. But that's that for now. So yeah, Wolf Among Us, there's a lot here. You know, this cool detective noir, the performances are real good. You know, special props go to Big B's actor. Hold on, I got the cast list up. I meant to go through it more often, but I didn't want to jump ahead. Adam Harrington, which according to his behind the voice actors, not many other roles. He voices Groot and Lockjaw in a lot of Marvel games. Looking through it here. Kroger, I remember him from Tales from the Borderlands. Oh, he also voiced the Woodsman. That's cool. Okay, yeah, and you know, he was in LA Noire. He's been in other detective games and other such. And he's officially coming back for Wolf Among Us 2, which is supposedly releasing in 2024. So, you know, that's exciting. Because after Wolf Among Us happened, it was hyped up, you know? This was at Telltale at their height. They released, Walking Dead, I think season 2 of that. I gotta look it up. But, yeah, they were on a roll in their early years after their revival. Because they were doing, other point and clicks like Back to the Future and Jurassic Park. I got I think Back to the Future on my PlayStation. I just not real big interest in Back to the Future. I've not seen any of the movies, so I had no idea what to do with the game. I wanted to play that with somebody who knew the movies, but they came back with Walking Dead, and that's when they were on their rise. And then it was Walking Dead season 2, this, and that after that they were just on a rise. Hold on. Sorry, trying to find the Wikipedia page to find. But, you know, they were on the rise, and it was a whole big deal. But, you know, eventually they just burned out because they had the same engine for every game. You know, you can tell this is aged as well. Like, it's a little choppy, it's a little buggy. And I'd say, like, well, why don't we get a remaster of this before the, before the sequel comes out? And that's just probably not going to happen because because Telltale used the same engine since Walking Dead season 1, and from there it just you could just see the cracks form as the series went on, and as they really weren't deviating, as the formula of Telltale got a bit repetitive. But yeah, I suppose that's not what we need to get into right now. Yeah, Walking Dead. Wolf Among Us was second. Okay, I thought season... Okay, no. Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us came out the same year, only like 2 months apart. But yeah, it was basically like Wolf Among Us and Walking Dead season 2 trading places every month release. So, you know, that was working out well. Tales from the Borderlands, which was also really good. Then they got Game of Thrones, Minecraft Story Mode, and it just started tapering off. Around the time, you know, Batman came out, a lot of people had lost interest. And, you know, me and my friends were only really still interested in The Walking Dead. But yeah, that's where it started falling apart with Batman, but no one really, because the first Batman Telltale is just fine. That's about it. It sets up everything so you can play the much better game, Enemy Within, but that came out years later. Because yeah, New Frontier, Walking Dead season 3, Guardians of the Galaxy, which is when people really fell off from my memory. Minecraft Story Mode season 2, did that even get finished? Okay, according to this, it did, but it's been delisted, so you can't even play it anymore. Then Enemy Within, but people were already off by then. And so then, yeah, Walking Dead final season, but the company went under before the season could even finish. And it did eventually get put together. Yeah, because the thing with Telltale, they were supposed to like work out a move or a deal with Lionsgate, but that fell through and they didn't have the money to go through the rest of the month, and it just collapsed from under there. And, you know, apparently crunching the workers to keep churning out the games. Telltale, I think, had a lot of value as a company, and a lot of their games, I think, do actually still hold up. But when their formula started to break, it started to crack, it completely collapsed. And you had other games that started following the trend, like the Life is Strange games, which are really good. I gotta finish True Colors. That is such a good game. Anyways, sorry. And then even King's Quest came back with their Walking Dead, or, you know, their Telltale-like. And when other people started to copy the trend, it just, continued to show the cracks in Telltale's formula. And it just made them seem even more repetitive than they were already were. But anyways. No, oh, I'm getting off track. There's a lot of things to cover. But yeah, Wolf Among Us, I think, yeah, is still really good. It is definitely still up there as one of Telltale's best work. Yeah, because the characters are cool. I don't know how it adapts from the comic, but at least it gets me interested in the storyline, you know? It seems like a really cool adaptation for what that is. And, you know, people were clamoring for Wolf Among Us 2 for a long time, and it just never happened. It was going to, then it was canceled. And then Telltale got, basically the brand got bought by a new company. So, you know, people saying, Telltale's coming back. Not really. Someone just bought the recognizable name. That's just what happens. But, you know, it wasn't really the case. But they're coming back with Wolf Among Us Season 2. And the trailer for that is really fun because it's just Bigby, you know, fighting off like the Wizard of Oz Scarecrow and Tin Man. And, you know, kind of hyping up a lot. It looked really cool. At least graphically from what we've seen, it looks like a huge step up. You know, they are finally changing a lot of the aesthetics. But, yeah, no, I'm excited to see if Season 2, when it comes out, and hopefully it works out well. I don't know, you know, they recently released The Expanse, and I just have no context for that, whatever that is. Because, yeah, The Expanse, the Telltale series, and they released all the episodes at once. It's not a waiting game like it was for the others, but because there is like a benefit to this like episode piecemeal, like bit by bit. It's just the thing is, a TV show, it makes more sense. You like wait a week for the next episode. A game, you know, if you gotta wait a month or even longer for the next episode, you forget what happened, and then the drop-off rate just, you know, increases substantially. Because that's kind of what happened with Borderlands, where, yeah, like the first the first 2 episodes came out, I think. But then, no, the first episode came out, it was highly received, and then it was like 3 or 4 months before the next episode came out. It was like not as long as a wait, but it's still a long wait per episode, and people just kind of like lost track. But that's because they were doing so many projects at the time. They bit off more than they could chew at the time, and people just saw through it. You know, you could say the glamour wore off. But anyways. Wolf Among Us not season 2 yet. Wolf Among Us season 1 is still very good. You know, the noir detective feel, you know, the hard-boiled cop where you're playing as the big bad wolf. And so it's like, do you want to give in to that, or do you want to try to be better than that? And it's just like an interesting dichotomy dealing with that. And, you know, the different, how his relationship handles with Snow and the other fairy tale creatures, you know, how that world works. If this is your introduction to the Fables world, you know, it's got me into it. It told me the rules, it eased me into it, and if you know some of the references, you know, like the ribbon fairy tale, you know, that was kind of like one of the cool big draws, just like, oh, she's the girl from that. You know, Faith. It's just like, oh, that ribbon kind of reminds me of that one story. Oh my god. And then, you know, her head's gone. It's like, oh, she was the girl. Someone just tore her head off. But then you get Vivian, who seems to be like the real deal of that, but you know. But yeah, there was just like a lot of interesting stuff there. Sorry. But yeah, that's about it. So anyways, that kind of sums it up. So yeah, Wolf Among Us, still really good. Looking forward to season 2 and seeing how it continues the story, what's going on with Wolf, you know, how this, you know, at the very least, now I got a save file to carry over for when it comes over, if they still carry over it. You get the point. But yeah, with that all being said, sorry, I should be looking around some more of this stuff. Because yeah, we also got the Book of Fables, so we can look over Bigby's Mercy. Sorry, Bigby's Vengeance. Okay. So it's talking about, I'm still missing something from chapter 2. That's probably if I, okay. Some different decisions give you different, so it's not like other Telltale games where it's mainly you get all the unlockables just by playing the game. There's achievements hitting for actually like discovering everything. And you know, you got rundowns about these versions of the character. Acting Deputy Snow White. Yeah. Winter Wolf, Bigby's mother. Big bad wolf, sorry. True form, that is that of a giant 8-foot tall wolf. In addition to his iconic huff and puff power, he has inherited other abilities from his father, North Wind. For example, Big is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. Yeah, because that's kind of the story where, like, the woodsman, yeah, killed him, filled his stomach full of stones, and then threw him into the river. But because his father's the North Wind, he can hold his breath for a long time. And eventually got that sorted out, I guess, as he passed every stone slowly. Hold on. But yeah, and yeah, I remember reading that on that, because yeah, his father is like, yeah, the North Wind, and you know, he's got other, you know, siblings out there. But yeah, so just cool, like, you know, this version of history running down these characters. Yeah, so she actually was kind of the stand-in for the Little Mermaid. Yeah, but in this one, she didn't die and go to purgatory, basically. No, she had to keep on living and dealing with all the regrets. But yeah, so lots of rundowns for, like, these iterations of the characters. And, you know, as the big bad wolf, you can decide how big and bad you want to be. And, you know, it seems like it's a cop-out in many ways to just pick all the nice options, the non-violent options, and they just work in the end. But, you know, it's like, we're trying to change. It's like I said earlier, yeah, anyone can, you know, try to be a good person. And Bigby used to be, you know, the savage, the monster, the wolf that terrorized everything he came across. But he can change. And, you know, at least on many ways, this is a big step in him making those changes. So, I think that's that for now, so we'll wrap up here. So, yeah, Wolf Among Us, still really good. Looking forward to Season 2 when that finally comes out, maybe next year. I'm just getting on top of it, now fresh in my mind. So, with that all being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara signing off, and thank you for watching me play The Wolf Among Us.